welcome to my channel. My name is Tassie. If you are new here, I love to make fitness and lifestyle content, and today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day video. So I'm just going to be taking you guys along and showing you everything I eat in a day. And every day isn't the exact same, but for the most part, these are the meals that I have been loving lately and eating consistently. I have been prioritizing protein, so you might see a trend of that. And I also am counting my macros because I am eating in a calorie deficit. But I do want to say that everyone's macros are different, and I would never follow someone else's macros just because what works for someone else is not going to work for you. I will put the macros on the screen for each meal just so you guys can get an idea and maybe get some inspiration. Yeah, I just wanted to make that little intro, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. But let's get started with breakfast. Breakfast might be my favorite meal of the day. I wake up and I look forward to having breakfast, so I think that says a lot. So I will have about 90 grams of egg whites, 1 egg, and then 2 of these veggie sausages that I've been loving from Morningstar Farms. And then I'll also have these mini protein pancakes, and they are so good. Don't knock them until you try them. Just put them in the microwave and they're so fast and easy. And then you'll probably notice throughout most of my meals that I love spice, so I'm putting buffalo sauce on my eggs, and then of course gotta have some syrup on the pancakes. I like to have my morning coffee after I've had breakfast. I just like to have something in my stomach before having coffee. I've been loving these Starbucks Nespresso pods. I believe it's the Pike Place one. And for creamer, I use the Chobani Caramel Macchiato, and then I also use this liquid sweetener from Splenda. Now lunchtime. I just got home from the gym and I'm gonna make lunch. This is something that I've been having almost every day. I have some sort of variation of it. It's basically just like a ground beef bowl. So it's just a bowl with ground beef, and then I'll have a carb and then a fat to go along with it. So lately I've been doing ground beef, sweet potato, hard-boiled egg, cottage cheese, and hot honey drizzled on top. It's so good. So I am gonna start making that. I like to chop up my sweet potatoes into 1 to 2 inch squares. I always cook my sweet potatoes in the air fryer. I just feel like it's the fastest and easiest way. And then I spray it with some cooking oil, and then I'll put black pepper, salt, and paprika. And I will cook that for about 14 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Next, I'll get started on the ground beef. I like to use this one. I just get it from Walmart. It's 93% lean and 7% fat. Once the sweet potatoes are halfway done cooking, I will give them a shake and then let them finish cooking. Once the ground beef is pretty much done, I'll add my seasoning. So I did salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. Now that everything is done, it's time to assemble my bowl. So I did 3 ounces of ground beef, about 2 ounces of sweet potatoes, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and about 40 grams of cottage cheese. And then for a little more flavor, I like to drizzle some of this sriracha honey on top, and it is so good. Most of the time I do like a little sweet treat after my meal, so I had 2 of these True Fruit chocolate covered strawberries. I think it was about 2 or 3 p.m. now, and I decided to have a little iced coffee. It was decaf, and I don't always have like a second coffee during the day, but this day I just wanted to. I like to use this Fairlife milk. And then I would just brew the Nespresso straight into the cup. I don't know if this is the correct order to do things. I'm not a barista, but I love how my coffee turns out every single time, and I often prefer it at home. And I'm using the same creamer and then the same liquid sweetener. It is now dinner time, so I'm getting ready to make my high protein buffalo chicken pasta. This is another one of my favorite meals, so let's get started. So I start off by boiling my pasta. You can use any pasta shape you like. I just like this one because it adds some extra protein. And then I'll go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. This is the chicken that I use. The macros are crazy on it and it tastes so good. So I'll do about 4 ounces of chicken and then pop that in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. And then this is when I'll go ahead and get started on the mix. I like to use Greek yogurt. I only started liking Greek yogurt recently, but it's so versatile and you can use it for so many things. So I do about 100 grams of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of hot sauce, and I also did about 30 grams of cottage cheese. Once the pasta is done, I will drain it and then pour it into the mix, and then I'll cut the chicken into small pieces and then add it to the mix as well. And then I'll get my pan ready. I just use this bread pan. It's small and it works for like the serving size, so I just spray it with some oil to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, and then pour everything in. And then I also sprinkled some mozzarella cheese on top. And once the oven is done preheating, I will pop that in for 15 minutes. Then once the 15 minutes are up, I will broil it on high just so the top can get golden and crispy. And this is the finished product. It is so good. I would definitely recommend trying out this meal. It's perfect for meal prep as well. Last but not least, we have dessert. I've been loving these Greek yogurt bowls again with the Greek yogurt. And I love these bowls because you can obviously put whatever toppings you want, but this has been my go-to recipe lately. So I'll put these Catalina Crunch Cinnamon Toast cereal, and then I will put some berries. So I have strawberries and raspberries. Also this Tony's Chocolonely, I'll chop up into really small pieces. I actually found this at TJ Maxx. It was random, but I love this chocolate. And then I use this PB Fit peanut butter powder. You just mix it with water and it comes together so fast. And you can make it as thick or as creamy as you want. And that's it. As you guys saw, it comes together so fast. I look forward to having this every single night. This is seriously one of my favorite desserts ever.